Hello, and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Sunday, August 23rd, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner, and I make these daily videos so we all can stay on a purpose-driven path, living one day at a time, doing our best to slow down the chaos that's happening around us and focusing on ourselves first before we start to try and help anyone else. So if this is your first time here, thank you for being here. If you don't think I talk fast enough, you can always increase the speed of my videos by going up to those three dots on the right hand side of your screen from YouTube and click the playback speed and change it from normal to 1.25. I know some of you get kind of don't want to wait around till the end, and that will help speed up the video if that's something you want to do. If you want to find out more about me, all the information is down below in that diddly-do box. LindaTheLightWorker.com is my website, or you can email me directly, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Okay, today we have a general reading for all of us, and I'm using this wonderful new tarot deck by Gregory Scott. It's available on his website or on Amazon, and I think you're going to like it too because it's so clear. Anybody can figure out this deck and get more information from these images, so check that out. The first card that we have is the Star. Now we see this beautiful woman. She's another ginger. This guy loves gingers. And it's like, well, you know what? It looks almost as if she's got a magic elixir that she's drinking. Or at first glance, it could look as if she's singing into a microphone. But as you can see, she's obviously a mermaid with her tail and all the fishes around her down below. So this is the story about you. This is about you trusting that you are more than a fish, that you are an exceptional fish, that your story is about you. This is about you believing in your future so that you can step in to be the star of your own show. So by shedding our fears and our anxiety as we rise out of these deep waters, right? Okay, deep waters, a metaphor for those emotions that we might dive into or that have been overwhelming. It's almost as if, you know, the oceans have been the emotions and the oceans have been like churning and coming up in waves and waves and waves. And I'm seeing for many of you that you're doing really well one day and then the next day you're off kilter again, and that things can get a little disruptive. So I'm here to remind you that good things are happening and your future is bright. But for you to reach that future that you want, it's about releasing what doesn't suit you anymore. And that can be our fears, our old beliefs. It could be anxiety about the future. I know many of you have put on masks. I mean, not the face masks, that the COVID masks, but literal masks to participate in your business or to be working with others, or when you are around your family, you're pretending, right, that things are okay, or you don't want to share how you're truly feeling, or if you're freaking out about money, or all of these different little fishy ideas are making you kind of kooky. You've got to rise up out of that and put yourself first. And remember, you are the star. So what is that magic elixir that works for you? You know, sometimes for me, when I get in the quagmire of, I know I keep hearing that murky waters, that we've had that card come up a few times this week, but when I'm down in that kind of intensity, it is about removing that mask of sadness or depression, or a way that we use those energies to help us to focus on our future. I'm hearing for some of you, even in your professional life, you're not being honest with who you are and what your beliefs are. And what's most important for you is to live your most authentic self. So the more we shed those old fears that don't serve us, or that this is the way you do things, or this is the only way that you know how to earn a living or to be in the world, you can let go of those old ideas, because the world has changed. you know, we're not in the after times yet, and we're not going back to the before times. We're still in this in-between times with this quagmire of, I know quagmire just wants to keep coming up, but this murky surface that is coming around, that's here now. So rising up out of those waters is the invitation today, and to be able to recognize what your magic elixir is. Oh, that's right. Sometimes, like for me, I'll put myself in a self-imposed YouTube workshop day where I will listen to, if I'm feeling in that emotional state, I'll really go in deep with Eckhart Tolle or Abraham Hicks, or sometimes even a little Tony Robbins, because you know what he does is he kind of kicks your butt into action. And while I might not agree with a lot of him personally, there are some philosophies about getting that momentum and getting it moving for you. So whatever your spiritual practice is, so that you're able to remember you're the star of your show. You're the star. Okay, this is what we gotta get rid of. This is our second card today. It is the Four of Pentacles, and as we have seen this card before from other decks, this is that card of obsession, of just compulsion. Now, for some of you, it could be in a gambling sense, you know, putting yourself at financial risk. This card could also signify for some of you who have just kept trying to get ahead financially, and it's just like, oh my God, another setback, like you're holding on by the nails. But this is about worry and about your focus only being on that compulsion and not recognizing that your material gains are more than your gold coins. It's about the relationships you've built with others. It's about barter system. Some of you are really working well on barter. Some of you I know have been massage therapists in your past, and you have completely shifted your practice. Perhaps you're working now more with plant medicine or some other item, another way, doing more Reiki or distance healing, so that you can not focus so much on chasing the coin, but allowing yourself to get to your money. I know I'm hearing some of you say, well, that's not me, that's not it. It really is about the attitude about finance, is the invitation today, to pay attention to that. And sometimes when we're focused only on the material gain, we're not able to tap into that divine wisdom or this beautiful star that you are. So notice where you are in this financial game, because it literally is a game. Some of you have been staying up at night thinking about this. Think about money in a new way and recognize that you have ways that you can contribute to others so that you can get your needs met. So pay attention to that, because a lot of times, well, I know I got a lot of earth signs out there that worry a lot about money. It's okay to, Spirit's saying it's not okay to worry about money anymore, that's not necessary, because the ways that we communicate with each other and work with each other are shifting. All right, our final tarot card today is this beautiful Ace of Wands. So Spirit's saying, if you are really focused on this kind of compulsion, step into your creative energy. Look at all the beauty that is around you and all the creative opportunities that are here for you. Look at all these trees are in bloom. We have beautiful flowers everywhere. Look for inspiration. Look for inspiration in color. Look for inspiration around you. Look for the light. Follow the light. Get into that light body. Dress all in pink today. My gosh. Put on that beautiful light colors. Embrace that light energy that's around you, and open up to this source of creative inspiration. So your creative inspiration, I know it's tricky these days. There are a lot of online museums that are open. You can visit art that way, but what other ways do you find a creative what gets your juices stirring? What inspires you? You know, I love opening up new paints and brushes and opening up a fresh page of paper to start painting. I'm a terrible painter. It's not about the artwork for me, it's the process of painting. It's the process of moving that energy around and being able to connect with it. Look at how joyful she is in her creative energy. Ace of Wands is also about an action card. It's move forward, step into your future. Those of you who are wanting more passion in your life, take that step, write your profile, get online. I mean, that's the only way people are really meeting each other these days in this time of COVID. So really tap into your creative energy about meeting or getting into that good stuff. So, what if you paint or draw or write or sing your star story today of how you are the star of your story? All right, our final card today comes from the beautiful Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid. You all know how much I love this deck. I'm sorry I keep using it. It just makes me so happy. All right, our final card today is this magical number 19, flexible. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Clearing my throat. Staying flexible. So this is in all sorts of ways. Do your stretches. Stretch it out. You know, in that, I gotta turn on a fan. I'm schwitzing in here. It's hot here in the desert. Did you know that? Okay, what is that? Oh, that poem. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my clan, who's in my same age group, will remember that poem that came out in the 90s, or maybe it was before then. It's When I'm Old, I Will Wear Purple, right? It's this like wisdom poem for women of like not waiting to live the life that they desired. And in that poem, they always mention stretching and being more flexible, and how when we're able to stay in our bodies and to stretch our bodies in ways that make us feel more flexible and we're more alive because the movement is easier. It gets all that, you know, when we start exercising or doing gentle exercising, it just gets our minds out of our brains, right? And it dials down that obsessive or compulsive or anxiety. It really slows those things down by being in the body. But the other invitation here too is not that you have to stand on your heads, you know, on your hands to get what you want, standing on this egg, the symbol of new birth, but remember the trees. And as we think about a tree, perhaps a willow or some other tree that reminds you of flexibility. Oaks sometimes can be very flexible, but you know what happens with an oak tree? They're the first ones that go up when those roots go belly up with the high winds. And when there are high winds, or high winds in the sense of thoughts that are happening out of our control, politically, socially, pandemic wise, so many things are out of our control. Remaining flexible is key to accepting where we are today, and this is what the limitations are, and then you'll be able to go with the changes. So be a willow if you can today. Imagine the willow tree and how those branches just swing in the winds. They don't care, and everything is good. All right, my dear, that is our reading for today. Sounds like a good day, a great day to start some new projects and to really open up to all of that love that is within you, because you're worth it. Taking care of ourselves and having a healthy inner dialogue is what I really want to hear, what I want to say, and what I want you to hear inside of your head, so that we're able to have positive self-talk to ourselves to help us through all these difficult challenges that are coming up right now. So do all these things, especially if you're staying flexible and stretching. Drink a lot of water, be good to your body, eat as many green vegetables as possible, blend them into a smoothie so you can just chug them down if you don't like chewing them. That's what I do. All right, my dear. I hope you know how much I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.